Novel Beloved, published in 1987, this historical period takes place between 1855 and 1873. This period includes the American Civil War, meaning that the novel takes place both before and after slavery was officially abolished in the United States. This novel is a true story, what Morrison read in the form of newspaper clipping while reviewing material for the Black Book. A collection of photographs, illustrations, essays, and other documents depicting the life of slaves in the U.S. and later edited by Morrison herself. The clip contains the story of a young African-American mother named Margaret Garner, a black saleswoman who in 1856 fled a Kentucky plantation with her husband, Robert, and their children. They sought refuge in Ohio, but the owner and their law enforcement officers soon caught up with the family who were eventually shot. Before they were recaptured, Margaret killed her young daughter to prevent her from returning to slavery. In the novel, Sete is also a very loyal mother who runs away with her children. They were captured, and in an act of supreme love and sacrifice, he also tried to kill his children for the same reason as Margaret. But only his 2-year-old daughter dies, and the school teacher believes Sete is crazy, which does not bring him back in the end. Sete then has beloved inscribed on his daughter's tombstone. This incident serves as a catalyst for activists against the Fugitive Slaves Act passed in 1850. The novel Beloved explored the physical, emotional, and spiritual devastation wrought by slavery, the devastation that continued to haunt previous characters even during their time of freedom. Beloved is set in the years before, during, and after the American Civil War, which took place between 1861 and 1865. The book's key defining event took place while slavery was still thriving. After the American Revolution, independent countries in the U.S. gradually banned the import of slaves, but not all states in the U.S. liked this ban. In fact, the domestic slave trade was still thriving within the country, and by 1860, there were about 4 million slaves in the country. Some states such as Kentucky, Virginia, Georgia, and others still support the slave trade because their agrarian economy depends on slave labor for the production of tobacco, cotton, and other cash crops. But despite that, the controversial Fugitive Slaves Act of 1850, which legally required officials and citizens in free state to arrest slaves suspected of having escaped and return them to their master. Such a law would be applied to Sete, a runaway slave who fled north in 1855. And at the end of the day, more than 150 years later, the legacy of slavery is something America is still facing. On May 25, 2020, George Floyd, an American African, was arrested by police in Minneapolis for allegedly using counterfeit banknotes in assault. He died as a result of police brutality, and this is not the first time this has happened, but the first time it has been caught on camera, sparking outrage across the country. Demonstrations, marches, and violent protests spread to more than 100 U.S. cities. Racism is an uncomfortable reality that the U.S. and many other countries still struggle with.